Hey, what is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over an NBA game for Friday, November 19th, 2021. We're just going to show you some highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And if for some reason you're curious to know how I'm picking these games, you have to join my Patreon. My picks are always in writing, underlined, and italicized. For more information on that, please read the description of this video. I wish you guys the best of luck in your picks today. Let's go ahead and get to the game. We're going to be looking at the Los Angeles Lakers on the road versus the Boston Celtics. The way that I have my setup here is I have my daily numbers on this side of the screen, which is my date numerology, Gregorian and Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers specific to the game. For example, I have the away team up top here, their coach's record, their season record, and any other notes that I may want to add. Head-to-head record between the two teams in the middle, all-time and regular season, and for this particular season. And then at the bottom is the home team, their season record, any notes I want to add, as well as their coaching record. Hard thing about the Boston Celtics is their coach is making his first year coaching. So his record is the same as their season record. So I just put same as teams. But it doesn't really give us a whole lot of numbers to go by, whereas the Lakers coach, he has numbers that we can kind of work with a little bit. So let's start with the Celtics. I'm going to show you some numbers that would help the Celtics win this game. And then I'm going to show you some numbers that would help the Lakers win this game. The Celtics are going to be playing a back-to-back game. They're playing today and tomorrow, so that's something to keep in mind. They're going to be playing today, and we can look at tomorrow's date numerology to see if certain numbers may help or hinder Celtics going into their game tomorrow. But for right now, today has 51 date numerology on the Gregorian. 51 sums to 46 and 35. 46 and 116 and 35, but I wanted to focus on 46, 116. If Lakers lose this game, they would become 8 and 9 for a season record like 89. 89 sums to 116 and 46, just like 51 sums to 146 or 116 and 46. It's the Lakers' 17th game. It's their 5th away game for the season. 17-5, kind of like the number 175. Their coach, he can get his 58th loss as a coach for Lakers. If you spell out their name, Los Angeles Lakers. Los Angeles Lakers sums to 175, and it sums to 58. This being their 17th game, their 5th road game. And their coach can get his 58th regular season loss as a coach for the Lakers. 17th game, 5th away game. So maybe their name, Gematria, goes against them in this scenario. On the Hebrew religious calendar, there's 163 date numerology. And the Celtics could sit on 163 all-time head-to-head losses against the Lakers with a win, as they pick up their 163rd regular season head-to-head wins against the Lakers. So this number would kind of just stay there. Then they would pick up their 163rd regular, 163 date numerology on the Hebrew religious. It's the Celtics' 16th game for the season, and with the win, they could become 3 and 3 at home, like 33. If we put in the number 16 here, 16 sums to 33. And so maybe that's what happens in their 16th game for the season. They become 3 and 3 at home, like 33 for the season with the win. And those would be some numbers for the Celtics to win this game. If we were to look at the Lakers, what would help the Lakers win this game? One thing that I would point to is for the Hebrew, it's a day leaving 133 left in the year. It is a day with 163 date numerology, but it is a day leaving 133 left. And the Lakers, instead of getting their 163rd loss, they can get their 133rd regular season win head-to-head against the Celtics. So I think that would be something that would help them out. Something else that would help out the Lakers is this game is being played in Boston. And if I could spell correctly, Boston sums to 22. And with a loss, the Celtics would become 7-9 for a season record. 79 is the 22nd prime number. Playing in Boston, 22. And they would sit on 2 home wins with a loss to go with, as the Lakers get their second road win. So you have this 2-2 here. 79, the 22nd prime number. They sit on the 2 home wins with the loss. Lakers get their second road win with the win. 79, the 22nd prime. This game being played in Boston. 22. In regards to the Celtics playing tomorrow as well, tomorrow we'll have 9 date numerology. So the Celtics, they could get their 9th loss in this game and then head into tomorrow sitting on nine losses for the season on a day with 9 date numerology. That could be a possibility. If the Celtics become 2-4 at home with the loss, like 24, spell that out, 24, so to 103. And the Lakers coach, he can get his 103rd regular season win as a coach for Lakers specifically. So there's some numbers here back and forth that you can play with, just depending on what makes the most sense to you. Hopefully this is a good jumping off point for you to get you started. Add any comments below. I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support, and I wish you the best of luck on your pick. I hope you win everything that you put your money on.